So I've been playing around with this game and I want to know your opinion on this backing. Is these tips going to help out? Am I doing good with it? Let me know. Leave some comments if y'all would like to see more backing videos like this or more tips and tricks with videos like this. Check this out. Our job is to back into this spot. We're going to pull up. We're going to stop. We're going to look into the spot. We're going to look into this spot and make sure that there is nothing in there. Nothing that you can run over, nothing that's going to damage your truck, nothing that you're going to, maybe there's a bobtail setting in here that we didn't see. We got to make sure that the spot is empty. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull up. We want to take the front of our truck 2 spots ahead of the spot that we're backing into. So here's our spot. So here's spot 1. This would be spot 2. So I got to pretend that there's a truck in there because right now there's no truck in there. And this is just the basic setup that I tried to use because it works out pretty good for 90% of the time. Remember, the setup is not a big issue. The setup will help you get more room and help you be at a better angle starting out. All of backing is fixing a mistake, so it's going to be messed up. We're cool with it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull up to that spot and then we're going to turn the wheel all the way to the right. So we're going to pull up. We're going to turn that wheel all the way right. And we're going to pull up. And what I'm looking for is a position like this right here. I will not ever go past this position. What I'm doing is I'm looking up here to see how much room I have because I know that I need to make a left. This truck will come out to make a left. It's going to be somewhere in between this zone right here. And we know that the truck is going to come this way. So what we need to do is think about how much more room do you have. Now, also, I say I never go past this position. But what is this position? Alright, so if I had to name this position, then I would think of it as a clock. 12 o'clock would be up here. So that would be 12 o'clock. I'll never ever want to go past 12 o'clock. So now we're going to hit it all the way left. We're going to pull up. What I'm looking for right here is that I have this back of this trailer past this spot. What I like to do is pull it up till it's a whole spot ahead of the one that I'm going to. And the reason I do this is that's more room to work it around and into this spot. So we're watching the back of the trailer come around and into this spot. The more room I have, the more I can react to it. The less room I have, if we stopped here, that's all the room I got to react to it. More room, smaller wheel turn, easier to work it in. Less room, bigger wheel turn. Alright. So I'm going to start with the wheel straight. Start with the wheel straight because I know the truck's on the left side. I know the trailer's going to the left. I don't know how hard I'm on the left side. I don't know how fast it's going to move to the left. But I know the back of that trailer is going to the left. So the reason we start with our wheel straight is because we want to start with it at moving even more or even less to the left or right. We want the truck pretty much just to back straight up and let the trailer start moving. That way we can react to it. In trucking, we react to the back of the trailer. And we're just trying to keep it 1 foot from that other truck all the way down that line. And we're watching that back of that trailer. So we're going to start backing up. And I'm going to start kind of getting in front of it because it was coming in a little bit more than I liked it to. And then I put the wheels back at straight because it's doing what I want. So I'm just watching the back of the trailer. I have too much on it still, so I'm coming off of that some. Getting the truck more in front of it to slow down how fast it's curving. And I'm trying to keep the truck on the side of the trailer so it'll keep on curving. I'm coming in super tight on this guy right here. So we're going to stop. We're going to pull up. I would like to turn the wheel straight and pull up, but the thing is there's too much room right there. I mean, there's not enough room right there, so I'm going to turn left. I'm going to pull up some. Just pulling the back of the trailer away from the spot some. Then I'm going to hit a right to take some of that bend out I created. So whenever I went left, I pulled the back of the trailer away from that guy's truck. Now I'm turning right to take this bend out right here. So that's why I turned the wheel right. So I'm taking some of that bend out. I don't like the truck on that trailer that far. So we're going to take a little bit of that bend out. Not all of it, just a little bit. We're going to turn the wheel straight again. We're going to try it again. This time it looks like it's going in there a little bit better. I'm going to start getting in front of it just a little bit, because I'm trying to slow down how fast I'm going towards that truck again. Like I said, I'm just watching the back of the trailer. And I'm just slowly reacting to it. I'm working my way in front of it. Right here I see that my trailer's walking away from it. So I keep on coming off of that, getting in front of it. I'm going to curve it in some because it's kind of walking far away right now. And you got to remember, you're on the side of your trailer right now, so it's going to keep going that way. I'm letting it fall in more. Curving it in more. Curving it in a lot. And all I'm doing is watching that one side, trying to keep it close. Because the ultimate goes around that truck and down the side of it. And it's still coming this way the entire time because my truck is not in front of my trailer. And right here, this is where it starts getting scary. Because the thing is, I took too long to get my truck in front of my trailer. So what starts happening here is we're pushing the front of the trailer past our spot. And what could happen is we're going to get our trailer pushed so far over, it's going to hit this guy right here. And I've seen this happen all the time. You never really want to push the back of your trailer past your spot. So there's a couple things you could do here. I could back it in a little bit further. Definitely get out and look at it. But I could back it in a little bit further, or I could pull up. And in this one, I'm going to go ahead and pull up because there ain't no honor in hitting something. Like, who cares how many times you pull up? The thing is, are we being safe? Are we going to hit anything? So now we're going to go ahead and pull this thing up. So I'm going to turn the wheel all the way right because I want to pull up in front of my trailer as much as I can. And then I'm just going to get straight to my trailer. Then right here, I'm going to start backing up, and I'm going to reattempt to get the back of my trailer to go around that truck and down that line. So that's what we're still attempting to do right here. Oh, I should not have Snoop Dogged it. You see that Snoop Dogg I put on it? Snoop Dogg's when you turn too big. I tell my students all the time, don't be turning that big. And right here, like I said, there's no honor in hitting something. You think you need to pull up, pull up. Right there, I felt like I needed to pull up. This trucking game is harder to back than you think. Okay. I think they won't let me end it because the back of the trailer is over the line. And you need to get me a freight shaker. I'll be able to do some stuff with a freight shaker. Still a trucking trailer. I'm just talking trash because it's not a freight shaker. Ew, 1 star. Look at that. That was horrible, guys. 1 star. We're trying that again. So here we go. It in full action. Look down the spot. Hit that all the way right. Hit that all the way left. Past the spot we're going to. Turn the wheel straight. Backing up. Really close to the guy on the right. See, I'm not using a get out and look because I can see it on the game how close I was. Right here, we're just going to go ahead and use a pull up. Oh no. Yeah. We ain't backing that fast, guys. Look at that. We're almost there. We're almost there for the win. For the win. It's crooked at the end. Oh, 3-starred with a crooked. Best score, 535. I guess I should start practicing this more before I put these videos up or trying to do this.